Now, importing and using modules, we have a few choices. There's two major ways of doing this. They have benefits and drawbacks to each one. The standard way is just to use import and the name of the module. When you do this, it imports the whole module. Sometimes the module is pretty small. Like if it's one that you created, it's probably not going to have 20,000 lines of code. Some of the modules in Python have 20,000 lines of code, and you only need 10 of those lines of code. You only need like one function from that module. And so sometimes this is overkill because it imports everything. This method allows you to focus on just the thing you want to import. So let's say I'm just using the choice method from that module. If I say from random import choice, then choice becomes part of my namespace. Notice when I do this, I say random.choice to use it. If I say from random import choice, choice becomes part of that namespace, which means I don't have to say random dot anymore. I just say choice as if it was a function that I created right in my own code. That can be a nice shortcut, but it can also cause problems because if you do this and somewhere in your code you've defined another function called choice, they will override each other. So that's a problem. Another way you can do it, a third way, so if I have import, I could say import random as maybe I have a module name that's super long. I can change the name of it on the fly. And then I would say rnd.choice or rnd.randint, right? That's going to generate a random integer between 1 and 10. And now it'll print it. So there's my random integer. If I want to, I can even rename the function on the fly. Okay, so I can change the name of a function that I'm importing to a new name. That allows me to get around the namespace problems. But now I can call that function using the new name, and it works just the same as if I'd called it using its full name. So those are some different options for importing and using modules that allow you some control over the name and how it gets imported. So, big thing to remember, right? File names are module names. The name of the module is whatever you call that Python file that you save those functions in. So don't call it something that already exists, like random or turtle. Don't name your main file the same name as your module. It'll cause a circular import problem. Always be careful what you name all of your files, and that's why I've had you name your files S1, A1, A2, because you're not going to have modules that are named that, most likely. So everything, what happens when I say from greetings, import, say hello, is that Python is going to look in this directory where I have my script, and it's going to say, is there a file called greetings? If not, the next place it looks is in the Python installation, and it will look and see if there is a file called greetings there. So if I have a file here called random, it's not going to find the standard Python module called random. It's just going to look in that file, and once it finds it, it stops. It doesn't look more. So be careful what you name your files because file names are module names.